One more time. Hey guys, it's Ghost Queen. It's Saturday night. We're screwing up already. We like to be consistent over here. So how is everybody doing? I'm not even going to share this out because I don't even want to waste the time. I'm already running like a half an hour late as it is. Hey, I'm a woman. It's my prerogative. So I wanted to pop on tonight, say hello, say I'm back. I'm back. Everything's finally starting to settle down. It has been so crazy for me. As you know, I've been moving. I went from country ghost to city ghost, and I'm now living here in New Orleans, in downtown New Orleans, and it is fantastic. So we'll start with the bad. We'll go to the good. The bad was moving sucks. Oh my God, does moving suck? Moving sucks. Worse than anything. I think I'm unlisted. Let me just fix that so it's public. I just cannot get it right tonight. Oh my God, I'm a mess in a dress. I'm a mess in a dress. What can I say? Oh, I'm a mess in a dress. 2 seconds, guys. Okay, I'm not even gonna fuck with it right now. I'm just gonna do that so that at least it's public and not unlisted. Okay, delete the other one. Bye bye. And back to Streamlabs. Moving sucks, okay? It took me practically 2 months to pack up that house. It was a lot of work. You know, I rented a U-Haul. I had to load it all myself. It was a lot of work. I did it all by myself. So, you know, it took me probably 3 or 4 days to actually move. It was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. But it's finally over. And I can just finally go like, it's done. It's behind me. Now, it was just physically, mentally exhausting, and I'm just so glad it's done. So that's why I haven't been around, why I haven't been streaming, but I'm back now. And I have to say, I'm so happy having moved into New Orleans. It's fantastic. I love this city. You know, from the first time I ever stepped foot here, I felt like I was home. You know, you can feel the presence of all the spirit activity in New Orleans. It's fantastic. I love it. I absolutely love it. So I've been having a ball. After the move, you know, it took me a good day or two just to kind of get a little bit settled and organized. You know, I hate when you first moved and you just don't know where anything is. You can't find anything. So it takes a little bit of a while to get settled. But after I was just somewhat settled, so, you know, I could sleep comfortably and all that sort of stuff, I did take a couple of days to just chill and sort of decompress and sleep, whatever. It was just, it took so much of my energy just to do that move. So I kind of had to just re-energize. I did. I had a friend here for a couple of days. That was fantastic. And then I got together with some friends yesterday. I got together with another friend last night who took me on the most epic bike ride around the city of New Orleans, showed me places I had never seen before. I had never been down St. Charles Street with all these gorgeous, huge mansions, beautiful homes, beautiful street. So that was really nice. And he also took me to a private party. And it was kind of funny because I thought we were going to some like house party and there'd be, you know, a handful of people there. And it turns out it was this big function at this club, and it was sort of like an 80s night and disco, and it was fun. Very, very fun. So I had a blast last night. So I've been having a great time. I've been socializing with so many people and just having a ball. So I know I haven't been around, and I am sorry, but I had to get through that move, and then I just had to have a little fun time afterwards just to feel human again. Now I'm back, and that's it. Now I'm going to refocus, get back to streaming again on the regular. I'm definitely going to do some streams where I take you on some walkabouts around New Orleans, because there's so much fantastic things to see here. It's wonderful. I love it. So I haven't really gone to or seen or done anything related to paranormal, since I made the move. All I've been doing is that. And then, having a little downtime, having some social time with friends and whatnot, just to, like I say, sort of re-energize. And I've been trying to finally get some really good rest. I was getting to the point of sleep deprivation. So it's been a little crazy, but I'm getting back to a stable ground. And I've been following what's been happening in the news a little bit, not a ton, but somewhat. I did see what happened in Minnesota. It's awful. All the stuff going on in the world right now, it all seems to be so negative. And I don't know about everybody else, but for me, I kind of have pulled away from trying to keep on top of it and watching it, because it's too negative. Who wants to sort of do that every day, where you're just being scared and worried and nervous? And it's not me. It's not my style. So I tried to take a little bit of a break from that, not following daily updates about the pandemic. And no, none of my videos are for children. None. And they're all marked that way, I believe. My whole channel is listed as not for children. So if you are under the age of 18, you should not be here. Anyway, so I did actually, I live just about a block from Esplanade in New Orleans. And I did come across a protest yesterday. I took a quick little video clip of it and shared it on social media. I have to say, I have a couple of my friends that were worried about me wandering around in New Orleans on my own, worried that maybe I'd be unsafe or whatnot, worried that maybe the area that I was in wasn't the most safe area. I have to tell you, I've had no problems, and I haven't seen anything that's made me nervous. I've felt very comfortable here. And even at this protest, it wasn't an area that's a little dicey. It's sort of under an expressway. And so you've got the bridges overhead, which is, I think it's Route 10, I forget. But, and they actually have homeless encampments underneath, tents that people sleep in and stuff. There's a lot of homeless people in New Orleans, and they do set up these encampments. So, but I only popped by for a second. Was just on my way to the store and I saw it, so I went over and filmed it. But, yeah, I'm in Louisiana. I'm in New Orleans. So I filmed this for just a second, and just seeing the amount, it wasn't a huge protest. It definitely wasn't as large as some that I've seen in other cities. But the reaction of all the cars going by, because there's always a lot of traffic there, was just phenomenal. Everybody was beeping and just cheering and showing their support. And, it didn't feel like a scary protest or a violent protest. It felt very positive, and everyone was behaving very positively and just showing support. And I don't know. I thought it was nice to see. Now, I did go out onto Bourbon Street on, one of these nights recently. I don't even remember which one, but I went with a friend. We had a drink and some alligator bites at one of the bars/restaurants that did happen to open up on Bourbon Street. But I gotta tell you, it was pretty dead. It was really dead. It was really quiet. But I talked to a girlfriend of mine in New Orleans today who did go to Bourbon Street today, and she said it was the busiest today than she's seen it yet. It seemed like there was a lot more open, And it seemed like Bourbon Street was finally kind of really starting to open back up and starting to draw more people. So that's good to see, because there's a lot of people that need the money with their businesses. You know, that's how they make their living. So I'm really glad to see that that's finally starting to happen. In fact, I think I just briefly saw, I didn't see the details, but I briefly saw that Louisiana's actually starting to enter phase 2 of our reopening process. So that was all good. Everybody will be getting back to work soon, and I do think life is going to start slowly returning to normal, somewhat. Maybe there'll be a few changes here and there, but for the most part, I think it's going to get back to normal. And this woman who I did speak to today, I actually just met her last night at this private party that I was at, but she's fantastic. We really hit it off. I really like her. And she's like a nutritionist, like she's a natural nutritionist, so she knows a lot about that sort of thing. And we were talking about it all, and she seems to be in agreement with me that really isolation should be over now. You know, we need to get out there. So it's starting to happen. It's definitely happening here in Louisiana. When I go out, I don't see all that many people wearing masks. I always bring one. I'm quite happy to put one on if I go into some kind of establishment where somebody wants me to wear one, but that's it. I don't wear it normally. And I'm not in agreement with everyone that thinks that's an issue. I don't think anybody should be wearing masks at this point. But that's me. You don't have to agree. That's just my personal opinion. So, I think this girlfriend that I talked to on the phone today, she said we're going to maybe go for a bike ride, a group of people, go biking around the quarter tomorrow during the day. So that should be fun. Maybe I can do a quick live tomorrow. It is Sunday. And show you a little bit of what the quarter looks like right now. That should be interesting if I try to do that on my bike. But I do have a phone holder on my bike. Maybe I can manage it. Maybe I'll just hold the phone. I don't know. We shall see. But yeah, aside from that, as far as like YouTube gossip, I don't have a ton for you today. I've popped into Truthfully Trisha's stream, I think only one time since I moved, just to say hello, show my support. And it seems like she's still got some drama going on with her ex and her ex's girlfriend, but I'm not really up on it. I've been out of the loop for a good, I don't know, 2 weeks now, I think. So I don't know everything that's going on with all the drama. I know Katie, Miss Fucking Wonderful, had some drama as well. But I don't even know what it is. I'm totally out of the loop. So if anybody wants to fill me in, feel free. I know there's some paranormal drama going on. What else is new? And as far as that sort of drama, can I just say, there are some things on YouTube no one wants to see. Nobody wants to see that. And you know who you are. Oh my goodness. It wouldn't be me if I didn't get in a little bit of snark. So that's the snark for the night. Nobody wants to see that, dude. Anyway, that's that. Now, I will, now that I'm starting to get settled, I will contact TT soon. Probably sometime around the middle to end of next week, I'm going to contact her, see if we can set something up so we can do some kind of collaboration. I am excited to do that with her, and I think it's going to be really fun. And I still have to touch base with another person I'm trying to do a paranormal collab with. He would have to travel pretty far to get here, so I'm going to have to sit down and plan that with him. And I need to contact some of the places that I'm hoping to investigate with him as well. So I will be working on all of that starting next week after the weekend is over. And then I'm going to start working on presenting the Salem witch trial history to you all as well. So lots of stuff in the pipeline. It's all coming down the pike. Just be patient. It will all come soon. And I'm glad to be back. Right now, I'm probably happier and more optimistic than I have been in a while. You know, I needed this change. You all know things weren't working for me, you know, for a while where I was. And so I really needed this change. And I just feel like it's going to be really positive for me. I've met so many amazing people already, and I've only been here for a week. And I've met some fantastic people already. So, excuse me, I know that's just going to continue, and I'm really looking forward to it. So I hope everybody is doing well. I didn't do a last spirit box session at the house. I frankly just didn't have the time. I was going like a maniac trying to finish everything. So I did sort of have a little chat with the spirits before I left. I had to do a little spell work at the house before I left, related to me and the house. And that was tough. Like, it was tough for me to leave Seven Oaks. I did love the property. I was very happy there for a while. So it was bittersweet. It really was, you know. I was very positive and optimistic about moving here, but it was sad, you know. It's always sad when relationships don't work out and when they fail and whatnot. And of course, this one really ended very badly. And I mean, in a way, it didn't even really have an ending. So that's always hard to fucking deal with. So it was really tough. Yeah, I don't want to get into that too much tonight. Let's just say that it was bittersweet for me to leave. It was really hard. There were a lot of chaotic emotions involved. So I'm glad it's behind me. I just wanted it to be over by this point. Just wanted to move on with my life, which I am doing. So that's all positive and that's all good. What else can I tell you? I've been getting up the past couple mornings, like right before dawn, and heading over to this one little area where I've been seeing some gorgeous sunrises and taking some pictures, and then going home and going to bed. Oh, thank you, Joanne. Thanks very much. I think that the place that I'm at right now probably won't be permanent long term. I really need something bigger eventually. But for right now, it's perfect. And it was just such a great... the way that I fell into this place just was very effortless. And right now, I really needed effortless. Like, I've got so much going on. I just needed something to happen quickly and easy, and it did. And one of my girlfriends, I have very much to thank for that, and she knows I am so grateful to her for helping me with this. So it really worked out well for me, but I'm probably not going to be here forever. But for right now, it's great. The location is fantastic. It's close to everything. I can walk or bike everywhere, and I just love it. It's fantastic. So yeah, it's really good. Really, really good. And there are so many haunted locations near me. I'm a hop, skip, and a jump from, you know, the one of the cemeteries, number 2, which is not the one Marie Laveau is in. She's in number 1. I didn't even look MapQuest it yet to see how far I am from number 1. But you know, I went to number 3 recently in Bayou St. John, which is not too far from me. And I plan to go to all these other cemeteries as well. Hey, Mary, thanks for coming in, honey. Did you get to take Nick? Sorry, I've been all over the place with doctor's appointments. Resuming, and Missouri started to open up and things are starting to pick back up here. Yes, Nix is with me. She is with me, and she's whining at the door right now. I should probably let her in. Yeah, she's with me. She's been having a ball, too. She was a little schizo, like, the first day or two that I was here. Like, she was just schizo. Like, you know, we went from the country to the city, and I've been taking her for walks and everything. And, like, she was flipping out at first, like, barking at everything. Barking at everything. I don't think I can say that enough. Like, barking at there's a lot of cats around, a lot of feral cats. And especially like at night and in the morning, they come out. So like there's these cat colonies everywhere. Just like you can't walk around these streets where I'm at without seeing cats, like everywhere. And she was freaking out about the cats. And the cats have no fear either. Like, one actually came into my little backyard. Now, I have a little, like, back patio that's really nice. There's lights strung up, and it's a very social setup, good for hanging out, drinking, like New Orleanians do, and it's really cute. So I have had friends over here and stuff. But, so I have that one little area, and then there's another little area sort of almost behind a fence, but there's a walkway, which is another little backyard area. And I haven't organized that part yet, but Nix goes back there too. And I had this cat actually come into my backyard and was just sitting there staring at Nix. Nix is going ballistic, barking at her, and the cat's just like chill, like, fuck you, I'm sitting here, I'm staring you down. You can bark all you want. I don't care, and I'm not moving. You know, like, and Nix is freaking out. So I was just concerned she was going to upset all the neighbors with all that barking she was doing. But I will say she settled down really quickly. And she hasn't been doing that shit anymore. She's been really calm, really happy, just happy to be with me and whatnot. So that's all been good. Hey, Paranormal Shockwave. Hey, Gilbert's Paranormal. Sometimes late at night, I like to go out in my garden and cover myself in dirt so I can pretend that I'm a carrot. That's unusual, but hey, I don't judge. Mary says, always a joy to pop in when I can. Glad to sit. Thank you, Mary. I love you, honey. Thanks for coming in. Yeah. So, like, I've just been go, but once I finished the move, it's really all been positive. It was just all up, up from there. The move was a nightmare. It was a nightmare, dude. And it's like one of those things too. So I did get a storage space. This is a small little apartment. I can't fit everything in here. And I also just, if I had like taken all my stuff from the house and just like put it all in here, I wouldn't have been able to move, and it would have taken me forever to go through it, organize, whatever. So I did get a storage space, and it's so funny because it's like at the start of packing up the storage space, you're doing it all like slowly and neatly and perfectly, and it's also organized, and and you want everything, everything's important. Like every fucking plastic spoon and thing you have is important. And by the end of it, when you're like running out of space and you're afraid you're going to fit it all in, and you've been doing this like for, I don't know, 8 hours, and it's 10 o'clock at night, and the people that work at the storage space have actually left you there alone with a lock to lock up the damn place. So they're at least like letting you get it done. And then you're like, oh my God, like, my grandmother's ashes? Oh, I don't need these. Toss it. Like my wedding pictures, who wants them? Toss it. Like, you get just crazy by the end of it. So, and then what actually happened too, so I did finish around 10 o'clock at night. I did throw out a few things, but nothing of really any enormous value, either monetarily or no sentimental value either. But it just got crazy, and my phone died, and I had to get back home, and I had no bloody clue how to do that. And I had no GPS because my phone died. So I just sort of aimed for the city, and I'm like, if I can just get to the quarter, I'm fine. If I can get to the quarter, I know how to get home. So I aimed for the city, and I actually bumped into a cop in the middle of the city, and I was like, oh my God, please help me. He was so nice. And, it's sort of like a thing here in Louisiana, like everybody calls you baby, so he was like, hey baby, look, here's the deal. I've got this road blocked off, but this is going to be the best way for you to go home. So I'm going to open up the road for you. So here I am in my U-Haul, and he's like, if you just follow this road the whole way, you're going to come to Harrah's Casino, And then you know where you are. And I'm like, yeah, that's perfect. So he opened up this whole road for me, this whole closed road in New Orleans. And I was just driving down it myself, all by my lonesome. And it was sweet. It felt special. It was just very fortuitous, and I was very happy. And I made it home just fine. So I don't know. There's something about living in the city, and there's something about living in this city that it's just like, it feels like you have so many magical moments that are just all strung together. It's really nice. So it's been great. I'm going to get just Nix in the house. She's barking now. So hold on one second. Come here, girl. Get in here. Okay, so yeah, Nix is loving it. So much for her to see and look at and do. Hi, trying to read your name, JMM. Hi, JMM. Thanks for coming to the stream. Come here, Nix. Come here, girl. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Here she is, in all her puppy glory. You can see she's getting big. She's growing, but she's doing just fine and making new friends everywhere. And we'll be seeing Mojo, her brother, soon too. So that'll be cool because he lives in New Orleans as well, and he also has one blue eye. Sort of a funny thing. So yeah. And you know, if you are on any of my social media, you know I'm a picture guru. Like, I just love taking pictures. It's one of my things. And there are so many things to photograph here in New Orleans. It's crazy. Like, I could just spend days just going around taking photographs and pictures. It's beautiful here. It's just one of the most beautiful cities I've ever been to in my life. I love it. The architecture, the foliage, the flowers, all of it. It's a beautiful city. Even the parts that are, you know, maybe not beautiful in the traditional, sense of the word, I find beautiful. Like, I just love the city. It's gorgeous. Yeah, she's enormous, isn't she? Karma's getting big too. Yeah, they grow like weeds. They just get big so fast. She's behind me, causing trouble, I'm sure, soon. Looking for something to chew on that she shouldn't. I gotta get her out of this room. Hold on. Because I can't keep an eye on her while I'm streaming. Come here, girl. Come on. So, what else can I tell you? Yeah, I've been taking a lot of pictures, and I don't know, just soaking up this new experience. Been having the occasional White Claw. I will say I've drank a little bit more alcohol than I'm used to drinking since I came to New Orleans. Shocker, I know. But hey, it's the culture here. So, yeah. Had fun last night at this party. Like, got on the dance floor and danced. It was so funny too, because I was talking to this woman. She's like, oh, nobody's dancing. Like, we can't seem to get anybody on the dance floor. I'm like, all you have to do to get people on the dance floor is get like 1 or 2 women up there dancing, and then they'll all come. Dance and they will come. And so she and I did that. We got on the dance floor and we started dancing, and then all the throngs of women came and started dancing. It was hilarious. Hi, Carlos Martinez Reborn. You have a new video? Oh, well, we will have to check it out. I was just saying, I'm a little behind. I'm out of the loop right now with any sort of YouTube drama going on. I know nothing about it. I've been too busy moving. I did have somebody come to me with some drama recently Also, actually, a couple of people came to me with some paranormal drama, and I have to say, I told everyone I just don't give a shit. Like, I actually had somebody come to me and say, so-and-so got into your email. They've hacked your email, and now they can get into your email and they can get into your YouTube. And I was like, this is how much I fucking care. I'm not even going to change my password. Like, I just don't give a shit. You know, I know YouTube is entertaining. Look, I'm on here. I'm a creator. I'm into it just like everybody else. I love following some of the fucking drama just like everybody else, okay? But listen, people, heed this advice, please, if you want to be a sane human being. Just don't let it consume your whole life. Seriously. Especially with some of these assholes on YouTube. Like, you cannot let them get to you. You cannot let anyone take your fucking power away, okay? And when I said that, like, I don't give a shit. Like, go read my fucking emails. Like, I'm not even going to change my password. That's how much I fucking care. At that point, you've taken their power away. What more can they do? You know? So they read your emails, big fucking deal. So they share your emails, big fucking deal. They only have as much power as you give them. And I give them no power over me, okay? I'm not going to live in fear or intimidation from any fucking jack off on YouTube. It's just never going to happen. It's not going to happen. And there are times in your life when your real life takes precedence. It just does. And for me, when that happens, everything else just has to go by the wayside. YouTube especially. So, yeah, I can only feed into the drama so much until it just gets to be nonsense to me. You know what I'm saying? Next life lesson. And really, if you've never listened to anything I've said before, listen to this. There will be people throughout your entire life who see you happy and try to fucking tear you down. It's just a thing. It's like, there are so many people in the world that are miserable, and if they see you happy and enjoying your life and living your best life, they're gonna try and knock you down a fucking peg. It's just the way it is. So the best, defense is to just ignore those motherfuckers and continue to be happy and live your best life. That's my advice. Take it or leave it. Like, there will always be people trying to tear you down. Don't let them. And surround yourself with people who build you up. If they're building you up, then they're somebody you should keep in your circle. If they're tearing you down, they shouldn't be in your circle. Get rid of them. I've seen the fat gang who bully other people, calling them fat, showing themselves fatter than the very people they call fat. Yes, I know what you mean. And like I say, some things on YouTube no one needs to see. Look, I know that there's a bunch of people who get on about like fat shaming and body shaming and shit. But when you're dealing with these kind of assholes, all they fucking do is tear people down. That's all they do. They do not go around trying to build people up. They go around trying to tear people down. That's their thing. So, at that point, when you're that kind of person who just really just goes around like, you're like the opposite of Midas. It's like everything you touch turns to shit. You sort of deserve everything that you get, is my personal opinion. So yeah, they're gonna have people calling them fat because they go around calling everyone else fucking fat when they're fat themselves. It's bullshit. I agree with you, Crimson. It's just unbelievable. You'll never find another group of people more than that group who goes around just insulting and criticizing people. What leg do they have to stand on? I mean, Come on. It was so darn funny to see that shit. So all in. So all in all, they was talking about themselves all this time. Yeah, it's like, if you're going to sit there going around telling everyone how awful they are, you better be pretty fucking damn good yourself, you know what I'm saying? No more airtime for them. They don't deserve it. They really don't. So, yeah, losing my train of thought. Oh, one of the things I was going to bring up again that's been really on my mind lately, and I think I'm going to reread the book and kind of get back into this case again soon, is the whole Zach and Addie case. That was, when I first came here, I was really fascinated with the case. I read a whole book about it, and but I've never been to the property where they lived, the apartment where the murder occurred. Of course, then Zach jumped from the top of the Omni Hotel here in New Orleans. That case still calls to me. It still speaks to me. In fact, even more so now that I'm in New Orleans. And I'm gonna be talking about it again. I probably will end up going to the apartment at some point and investigating too. I just was so fascinated with that case. I don't know why. I was talking to a friend of mine about it and saying, like, it's like tragic romance, and he was making fun of me because he saw it as a little bit more than tragic. But how tall is that dude? Like 5'1"? Yeah, I know. And I told you he lived with his mother. Just saying. Men of the world, stop living with your mothers when you're middle-aged. Stop. Oh my God. Oh man. Anyway. So yeah, I'm definitely going to eventually dive back into the Zach and Addie case. What else can I tell you? I met my neighbors next door. Wonderful, lovely couple. Very friendly. The first night I was here, they were offering me burgers because they were cooking outside. Lovely couple. I met another neighbor that lives in my building. Sweet girl. Her and I hit it off, and she loves Nick's. She even offered to do some of the walking of Nick's for me, so that was awesome. Really sweet. Met, I don't know. I've already met like 4 different guys in my neighborhood just from being out walking Nick's. And a woman too who deals with some of the feral cats. So like I have been meeting so many people. It's just been wild, but really fun. So that's been cool. I think I am going to try to go to my storage space tomorrow and grab a few things. And yeah, that's it. I'm still trying to clean and organize. It's been crazy, but all good. Like, as soon as I finished the storage space, that was like, okay, I'm done for a while with like the big hard stuff. Like, and now it's all downhill from here, like easy stuff. So it was really good to get, and that was on, I think, Monday or Tuesday did I finish the storage space. I don't know. All the days are starting to run into one. They really are. It's been awful. I will say I've been smoking way too much. You can hear it in my voice. Smoking way too much. I got to cut down on the smoking soon. But it's just stress. Especially when you're like going. You're just like smoking like a fiend. And all the drinking here too. Like, you smoke a lot then also. Yeah. I'm a little spacey still. I'm still like just kind of getting my bearings and whatnot, but I'm excited. It's just so fun. And I mean, I'm in the heart of so many different places that I can investigate too, which is really fun and exciting. And I'm really looking forward to doing all that also. So yeah, I am going to do a spirit box session in the house, which I haven't done yet. Not sure if I'm going to do it tonight though. just not feeling like this is the night. So maybe tomorrow night or something, we'll see. But I will be doing a spirit box session in the house very soon. I never do a spirit box session without recording it. Let me just say that, because I was actually on the phone with a girlfriend of mine at the old house at Seven Oaks right before I was about to move. My friend Robin, I was on the phone with her, and she's like, do a spirit box session. And I'm like, dude, I'm on the phone with you. I can't do a spirit box session because I can't fucking record it if I'm on the phone with you. She's like, why do you have to record it? I'm like, ooh, you don't know? Because, like, I learned this early on. You record every session. You know why? The sessions you don't record are the best fucking sessions you've ever had. And nobody will ever know because you hadn't recorded it. I don't know. I think, like, they know when you're not recording, and then you get, like, these fantastic sessions. I wonder if you could, like, hide a video camera. Would they know? Would the spirits know? Probably. Haven't had any noticeable spirit activity in the new place, although I will say the people who were living here told me of some activity in this home. And it's an older home. I don't know the history of it. I did meet the landlord, but I didn't have a chance to talk to him about the history of the house. He owns a lot of properties in New Orleans. There are some gorgeous plants at the front of the house I'll have to show you eventually, and some nice wrought iron work. And the house is light pink. Very apropos for me. So I love it. I do live at the back of the house, and I have a locked gate to get to the back, so it's very safe also, which is really cool. You have to unlock the gate to get in or out, so you're actually locked in too. You have to have the key with you all the time. You have to use the key to get out as well as to get in. So that's cool. And I have one of those doors that's like a, you know, instead of using a key, it's like you punch in your code. So that's kind of neat. And, you know, I have all those lights on my bike. So that's been fun. You know, that's a big New Orleans thing. People put lights on their bikes and ride around town. So that's been really cool. I did fuck up my brakes somehow on like one of my brakes, so I have to fix that. And I think the lights on my back wheel are dead, so I have to do that. Always a little work to do here and there. I'm going to be working on getting my laptop up and running again soon, so I can do a little bit more exciting streams back to, you know, that software I was using before. My laptop got broken. I think somebody said they can fix the screen for me for like $100, so it shouldn't be a huge deal to get that taken care of. Yeah. I don't know what else to share for tonight. I think that's probably about it. I just wanted to get on, show my face, say hi, say I'm not dead, I'm not gone. And I'll be recommencing with everything very shortly. This is just a little temporary setup just to get me online tonight. But yeah, it'll all be coming very soon. I am really excited to talk about the Salem witch trials. That's going to be fun. And I'm going to take you guys, like I say, with me on a couple of streams throughout New Orleans. That'll be fun too. So that's it. I hope everybody's staying safe, being careful, you know, and that you had a great weekend. And who knows, I might do a quick live tomorrow when I'm bopping around the quarter. We'll see. And if not, maybe I'll get on tomorrow night, but I'm not making any promises. We'll see how I feel. But that's it, guys. I think we're going to wrap it up. I think I've been streaming for about an hour. That's enough for me. And thanks for popping in and joining me if you did. And if you're watching on playback, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like the video, subscribe if you haven't, and share it with your friends if you think they may be interested. And if you have any requests of places in New Orleans you'd like me to either visit or and just stream from or investigate, please let me know. And if you have any YouTube gossip you want me to look at and talk about, please let me know. Always happy to do that as well. And that's it. If you have any subjects you want me to cover, please let me know. I remember somebody was just asking me to cover something, and I said, remind me, because I'm going to forget, and I forgot. So if you see this, whoever it was, remind me. You've got to message me this shit, and sometimes you got to bug me about it and remind me, because I am ADD, and I do forget. And, yeah, the nature of the beast. So, that's it. I'm going to wrap it up for tonight. Please be safe, be happy, be kind, be generous, be loving, be compassionate, be empathetic, be patient, and stay sane. Things are slowly starting to open back up again. And be kind to your loved ones. Kiss them and tell them everything you want to say, because you never know which day is your last day or theirs. Make love, not war, and don't let the demons bite. And until next time, I bid you adieu. Thanks for joining me. Good night, guys. Have a fantastic weekend. See you soon.